Most people think that burning fat means you have to push harder, run faster, sweat more, or spend hours at the gym. But what if I told you the secret to doubling your fat burn might already be hidden in the way you walk? The truth is, small shifts in how you hold your body can unlock hormones that supercharge your metabolism, your shoulders, your hips, even the way you engage your core. These tiny adjustments send powerful signals through your nervous system that change how your body burns fuel. When your posture is tight and slumped, your body moves into a stress state. Cortisol rises, fat storage increases, and energy drops. But when you loosen your shoulders, align your hips, and walk with a relaxed, grounded core, something incredible happens. You flip on your parasympathetic system, your body's natural fat burning mode. It's like hitting a metabolic switch that tells your body it's safe to burn. You don't need to walk faster. You don't need to add miles. You just need to walk better. This is what I call the hormonal walk, where your movement aligns with your metabolism. In this talk, I'm going to show you how a few small changes in posture can activate hidden fat-burning hormones, rebalance your energy, and make every step count twice as much. You'll never think about walking the same way again. When you walk with rounded shoulders and a tight chest, you send your body one simple message: I'm under pressure. That posture compresses your lungs, restricts your rib cage, and limits how deeply you can breathe. The result, your body interprets this tension as stress. And when your body senses stress, it releases cortisol, your primary fat-storing hormone. Over time, that constant low-level cortisol release can make it harder for your body to access stored fat, even if you're walking daily. Now, imagine the opposite. You loosen your shoulders, open your chest, and let your arms swing with rhythm and ease. Suddenly, your breathing deepens. Oxygen flows freely through your lungs and into your bloodstream. Your cells soak it up like dry soil after rain. And your mitochondria, those tiny energy factories inside every cell, start producing energy more efficiently. This isn't just a posture adjustment. It's a biological signal telling your body you're safe now. It's time to burn fat, not store it. Most people walk as if they're racing through their day, shoulders tense, jaw clenched, eyes fixed straight ahead. That rushed energy keeps the body in fight or flight mode, which is the opposite of the state needed for fat metabolism. Fat burning thrives in rest and repair mode when your parasympathetic nervous system takes the lead. It's only when your body feels safe that it opens the metabolic door to burn stored fat as energy. So when you relax your shoulders, unclench your jaw, and breathe deeper, you're not just changing your posture, you're changing your hormones. Here's something you can try before your next walk. Stand tall, feet hip width apart. Roll your shoulders back and down, like you're gently tucking your shoulder blades into your back pockets. Feel your chest expand and your rib cage open. Inhale through your nose and notice how your belly and ribs move with the breath. Then as you start walking, let your arms swing freely. No stiffness, no tension. Within minutes, you'll feel your stride naturally lengthen. Your pace will feel smoother. That's your nervous system recalibrating, shifting from stress mode into metabolic flow. That posture shift triggers a cascade of internal changes. Circulation improves, delivering oxygen and nutrients to your muscles. Lymph flow increases, helping clear out toxins and metabolic waste. And most importantly, fat-burning hormones like growth hormone and adiponectin become more active. Growth hormone promotes the use of stored fat for energy, while adiponectin helps regulate glucose levels and enhances fat metabolism. Together, they create the perfect internal environment for fat loss, but only when your posture allows them to. There's another layer to this. Insulin sensitivity. When your shoulders are tight and your breath is shallow, your body runs on stress fuel, glucose. That keeps insulin levels higher, blocking fat release. But when you walk with an open posture and deep, rhythmic breathing, your muscles get better oxygen and your cells become more responsive to insulin. Glucose moves into your muscles for fuel instead of being stored as fat. Every deep breath is like flipping a metabolic switch from storage mode to burn mode. The beauty of this adjustment is its simplicity. You don't need to power walk, track your steps obsessively, or push your limits. You just have to allow your body to move the way it was designed to: fluid, open, and relaxed. This natural state optimizes hormone flow, oxygenation, and fat metabolism without any extra effort. It's not about doing more. It's about doing it right. And once you experience how much lighter and more energized your body feels when you walk this way, you'll never go back to your old posture again. Your hips are the hinge of your metabolism. When they're locked, everything downstream slows down, your stride shortens, circulation drops, and your biggest fat-burning muscles, the glutes and core, go dormant. These muscles are meant to be your metabolic powerhouses, driving calorie burn and hormonal balance. But when they're not firing, your entire system shifts into low gear. Your body conserves energy instead of burning it. It's like keeping your car in idle when it should be cruising. Most of us live with chronically tight hips because of one simple thing: sitting. Hours spent in chairs, cars, or at desks train the hip flexors to stay shortened and inactive. Over time, that posture signals your body to redirect energy away from the glutes and core, the very muscles that keep your metabolism strong. So even when you head out for a walk, your body isn't fully online, you're moving, but your metabolic engine hasn't really started. The key to waking it up is hip mobility, freeing the hips so that the lower body can move fluidly again. Try this before your walk. Stand tall, feet hip width apart, and place your hands on your hips. Slowly tilt your pelvis forward, then gently tilt it back. Don't force it, just feel the small controlled movement. You might notice warmth or a light stretch deep in your lower abdomen or glutes. That's blood flow returning to the core. It's subtle, but it's powerful. You're reminding your brain and body that these muscles are ready to engage again. When your pelvis is in a neutral position, not tucked under or exaggeratedly arched, your deep stabilizers automatically activate. These include your lower abdominals, glutes, and pelvic floor muscles. This alignment creates a steady base for efficient movement and sends a signal to your nervous system that your body is balanced and safe. That message matters because it helps regulate fat-burning hormones like norepinephrine and adrenaline. When your posture is stable, these hormones work in harmony, not in overdrive. That's how you burn fat consistently without stressing your system. Unlocked hips also have a surprising connection to blood sugar regulation. When your hips move efficiently, your glutes and leg muscles become better at using glucose for fuel. That means less sugar circulating in your bloodstream and more being converted into energy. Over time, this improves insulin sensitivity, one of the cornerstones of a fast metabolism. Research even shows that people with better hip mobility and stronger glutes tend to have lower fasting glucose and higher metabolic rates, even when they're resting. Movement, alignment, and hormone balance all feed into each other. Think of your hips as a hinge connecting your upper and lower body. When that hinge moves freely, energy flows, blood moves, lymph drains, muscles fire, your body becomes more efficient at using oxygen and nutrients, which amplifies fat burning on every walk. On the other hand, locked hips don't just limit movement, they limit metabolism. They make your stride mechanical and shallow, cutting off the natural rhythm that encourages hormonal release and fat oxidation. Here's how to bring it all together during your next walk. Imagine your hips gliding like a pendulum. Let your legs swing naturally from the hip joint instead of from the knees. Feel your glutes gently push you forward with each step. Keep your core engaged but not tense, and let your pelvis stay neutral, neither tucked under nor exaggerated. When you move this way, every stride becomes a gentle activation of your body's metabolic network. Over time, this small shift transforms how your body burns energy. Your muscles learn to recruit more fibers. Your mitochondria become more active. Even your hormones adjust to this new rhythm, balancing adrenaline and insulin in a way that favors fat release over storage. Walking with open, mobile hips is more than good posture. It's a signal of metabolic freedom. Once your hips unlock, your whole body remembers how to move and burn the way it was meant to. Most people think the core is about abs, but it's so much more than that. Your core is your body's communication hub. It connects your brain to your organs, your breath to your posture, and your movement to your metabolism. When the core is disengaged, the entire system loses connection. Your spine compresses, your diaphragm tightens, and your organs receive less oxygen and blood flow. That subtle disconnection creates tension, the kind that keeps your body in survival mode rather than fat-burning mode. But when you gently activate your core, something powerful happens. You don't do this by sucking in your stomach or holding your breath. That just triggers stress. Instead, you create gentle support from deep within, like lifting from your lower belly. This movement signals your nervous system that the body is stable and safe. And that sense of safety is what allows fat metabolism to turn on. Think of your core as a switchboard for your hormones. A strong, active core improves posture, which directly influences your hormonal balance. When your spine is tall and your diaphragm moves freely, cortisol naturally drops, insulin becomes more efficient, and your body starts using stored fat for energy instead of holding on to it. That's why people who move with core awareness often notice not only better strength and posture, but also improved energy and fat loss without changing their diet or workout routine drastically. Try this before you start your next walk. Stand tall with your feet under your hips. Inhale deeply through your nose, letting your belly expand. Then exhale slowly, and as you do, lightly draw your lower abs inward, just enough to feel stable but not tight. This is your internal brace, a supportive lift that keeps your spine long and your pelvis steady. As you begin to walk, maintain that gentle activation. Notice how your steps feel more fluid, how your balance improves, and how your stride seems smoother and more controlled. That gentle engagement does more than stabilize your body. It improves circulation and oxygen flow. Your diaphragm begins to move with each breath like a pump, helping lymphatic fluid circulate through your system. This aids detoxification and supports your immune and hormonal systems. At the same time, that improved core connection enhances communication between your gut and liver, two organs deeply tied to fat metabolism. When your gut and liver are in sync, your body metabolizes fats and sugars more efficiently. Energy production rises, inflammation drops, and your hormones rebalance naturally. This is why people who walk with proper core engagement often experience better digestion, steadier energy, and reduced bloating. It's not magic, it's alignment. The more balanced your core is, the more balanced your hormones become. A well-activated core also keeps your spine decompressed and your posture upright, allowing oxygen to reach every cell more effectively. Oxygen is fuel for your mitochondria, the engines of fat burning. When your cells are well oxygenated, your body can tap into stored fat more easily and sustain energy longer. It's also worth noting that a supported core helps regulate blood sugar. When your core muscles engage, your body becomes more efficient at using glucose for energy. This stabilizes insulin levels and prevents those post-meal crashes that trigger cravings. Over time, this simple practice trains your metabolism to stay steady, less reactive, more responsive. As you continue walking with this awareness, you'll notice something else. Your mind quiets. Your focus sharpens. That's because your nervous system is aligning with your breath and movement. The core doesn't just stabilize your body, it anchors your entire being. When you move from that center, every step becomes more powerful and intentional. You're no longer walking just to exercise, you're walking to rewire how your body burns energy. The moment your core comes alive, everything else follows. Your posture improves, your breath deepens, your digestion resets, and your hormones begin to cooperate again. That's the hidden switch most people miss. It's not about doing more. It's about engaging deeper. Once your core is connected, your body naturally shifts from stress metabolism to repair metabolism. And that's where true fat burning begins, not from force, but from flow. Every breath you take while walking sends a direct message to your hormones. When your breathing is shallow and trapped in your chest, your body interprets it as stress. It's the same kind of breathing pattern you use when you're anxious or rushing. Quick, restricted, and protective. That tells your nervous system that you're in danger, triggering cortisol and adrenaline. Your survival hormones. These hormones are essential when you truly need them, but when they're chronically active, they shut down fat burning. Your body won't release stored fat when it thinks it needs that energy for survival. Now imagine the opposite. You're walking with deep, rhythmic breaths, inhaling slowly through your nose, letting your belly expand, and exhaling fully through your mouth. That kind of breathing tells your body, you're safe. It activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and burn state, where hormones like growth hormone and adiponectin take over. In this calm state, your metabolism can shift from storing fat to using it for energy. The change feels subtle at first. Your mind quiets, your shoulders relax, and your steps start to feel smoother. But inside, your hormonal chemistry is transforming. Walking naturally gives you rhythm, a built-in cadence for your breath. You can use this to train your hormones to work with you, not against you. Try this inhale for 3 steps. Exhale for 3 steps. Keep the breath smooth and even. After a few minutes, you'll notice your heart rate settle and your thoughts slow down. That's your body sensing breath and movement, creating a steady internal rhythm. It's not just relaxing, it's metabolic training. Every balanced breath you take helps regulate cortisol, lower inflammation, and improve oxygen delivery to your muscles and organs. This breathing rhythm also has a powerful effect on blood sugar. When your breath is steady, oxygen flow stays consistent. This helps your cells absorb glucose more efficiently and prevents insulin spikes, one of the main triggers for fat storage. Over time, consistent deep breathing during your walks helps reset how your body processes energy. Instead of burning quick sugar fuel, it starts burning fat as its primary source. You feel more energized, less hungry, and your cravings naturally start to fade. Here's something few people realize. Every deep breath you take helps your mitochondria, your body's energy producers, multiply. These tiny powerhouses thrive in an oxygen-rich environment. The more oxygen they receive, the more efficiently they can burn fat and generate energy. This is why calm, intentional breathing during walking leads to better endurance and faster fat loss. Your metabolism becomes flexible, able to switch between burning sugar and fat depending on your needs. That flexibility is the true sign of a healthy metabolism. When you walk fast but breathe shallowly, your body stays in a mild state of stress. You may burn some calories, but you're not improving your metabolic flexibility. In contrast, when you walk with ease and deep breathing, your cells receive abundant oxygen, your hormones stay balanced, and inflammation drops. That's why people who move with calm awareness often feel more energized and leaner over time, even if they're walking at a slower pace. You can think of this kind of walking as moving meditation. As your steps and breath sync, your brain begins to release serotonin and endorphins, hormones that lift mood and reduce cravings. Your mind becomes clearer, your posture naturally improves, and your body starts operating in a state of harmony. Fat burning becomes a byproduct of balance, not stress. So during your next walk, let your breath guide your movement. Keep your shoulders soft, your jaw relaxed, and your chest open. Feel the rhythm between your steps and your breathing. Inhale, exhale, flow. With each breath, your hormones recalibrate. Your cortisol drops, your insulin steadies, and your mitochondria awaken. The more you walk this way, the more your body remembers how to burn calmly, efficiently, and continuously. Even when you're at rest, every breath becomes a reset button for your metabolism, one step at a time. Once you begin to integrate these micro adjustments, Opening your shoulders, aligning your hips, engaging your core, and keeping your breath steady. Walking transforms from a simple activity into a full body hormonal reset. You start to retrain your system to burn fat the way it was designed to. The beauty is that you're not adding more effort. You're simply restoring natural flow. Your body doesn't need to be pushed to burn fat. It needs to feel safe enough to do so. When you move in alignment, that safety signal gets sent instantly. With every step, you're communicating with your hormones. Your posture tells your brain, I'm grounded and open. Your breath tells your nervous system, I'm calm and balanced. And your movement tells your metabolism, it's okay to burn. When these messages sync, your internal chemistry begins to shift. Growth hormone, which supports fat breakdown and muscle repair, rises. Cortisol, your stress hormone, finds its natural rhythm. Insulin sensitivity improves, meaning your body can use sugar for energy rather than store it as fat. Over time, your body stops operating from stress and starts operating from stability. This is why a morning walk can feel like a reset button. It's not just movement, it's a daily conversation between your body and your hormones. When you start your day with this kind of walk, you're essentially setting your metabolic tone. You tell your body it's time to repair, not store. Your cells begin to use oxygen more efficiently. Your mitochondria activate and your circulation increases. Within a few days, you might notice you're thinking more clearly, your digestion improves, and your energy stays stable throughout the day. These are all signs that your metabolism is reprogramming itself toward efficiency. Walking this way also changes your nervous system. The more you move in this relaxed, aligned state, the more your body learns that gentle activity equals safety. That's crucial because fat burning only happens when your body feels safe. When you've been living in chronic stress mode, rushing, overtraining, undersleeping, your body prioritizes protection, not fat loss. But when you bring calm, awareness, and rhythm to your movement, you flip that internal switch. Your nervous system starts linking motion with recovery rather than survival. Over time, you become more resilient to daily stress because your system knows how to return to balance quickly. You'll also notice a mental shift. Those walks stop feeling like another task on your to-do list and start feeling like therapy. The rhythm of your breath and footsteps clears mental clutter. Your body and mind fall into sync, creating space for creativity, reflection, or even emotional release. You begin to crave the walk not because you have to burn calories, but because it brings calm and energy at the same time. That's the paradox of a balanced metabolism. It gives energy instead of taking it away. This daily walking reset also improves the communication between your organs. When your posture is aligned and your diaphragm moves freely, your gut, liver, and adrenals coordinate more effectively. Your liver processes fat more efficiently. Your gut digests better and sends cleaner signals to your brain about hunger and satiety. These small internal adjustments create a ripple effect that keeps your hormones balanced and your metabolism steady all day long. So before your next walk, take a few seconds to set your body. Roll your shoulders back, lengthen your spine, and align your hips over your ankles. Take a deep breath, engage your core gently, and start walking with intention. Feel each step as a signal, not of strain, but of strength. Every step tells your body, you're safe, you can relax, you can burn. When you walk like this, you're not just exercising, you're retraining your biology. You're teaching your body to associate movement with healing, oxygen with calm, and alignment with energy. Over time, this practice becomes effortless. You'll find yourself walking taller, breathing deeper, and feeling lighter, not because you're trying harder, but because your body has remembered how to burn naturally again.